Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts Greek campaign, where my battle cruisers are currently engaged with a single battleship, the Pyongyang, who has been raiding the coast of Gibraltar. Yes, well, I do not allow that. As such, my ships have been ordered to engage. 4 battle cruisers. Should be doable, right? Wrong. It should be doable. It should be doable. More piercing rounds, please. Thank you. .94% chance of hitting. However, there's also a small chance of him hitting me. Detach Hephaestus. She's out, but the enemy battleship will not be able to shoot again. Woo! Suicide strategy, eh? Well, it works. Barely. Yes, and that should secure me a peace deal with Korea, hopefully. Just to be on the safe side. Korea, no, I can't do a peace deal. Okay. Checking. Is there anyone? Yes, there is one that I need to boost. Argentina. Even though Argentina has no ships, I don't want to get into another war. It's as simple as that. Portugal. There you are. Should I risk it? That's also... Portugal, is, of course, still has their colonial empire. I think I could risk it. 3 battle cruisers. Go out. Hurt them. Oh, hello. Now that is a proper German flag. Although, a bit early for this time period. I still have 3 battle cruisers in a defensive posture here. Which is good, because Chile is here. Move to intercept. Oh, three Chilean battleships coming in. Okay. Yeah, forget about that. Pull back here. Prepare to defend. In 1 month, the Eris will be done. She will be built in Piraeus. Piraeus is no longer mine, so I'm curious where she will deploy. Tempting to take their battleships. I mean... let's just take the money. Hitting the Russians, breaking down that port more and more. Holy shit, Brits are really taking over the world currently. Which is worrisome. Okay, she's deploying in Poti. Good. Okay. That still leaves the Chilean... Where is the Chilean battleship fleet? There's a Dutch destroyer there that's all of a sudden blocked. Yeah, okay. I don't see him, folks. Wait, there. There they are. Why are you here? Well, I don't really mind you being there, honestly. Okay, yeah. In that case, this battle cruiser may once again return to Thessaloniki. And let's hit the end turn, as the situation slowly stabilizes once more. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. We are back in the designer with a new design. because we just unlocked a new tech that I want to implement in the new cruisers that I want to build. Again, compact light cruisers, we're gonna make them small. 26 knots, gotta keep up with the battle cruisers. Let's not forget to armor her up this time. You'll get a smaller tower. And a bigger secondary tower. Just, you know, spice things up. You will have some torpedoes. Not a lot, only 3. 21 inch. Yes, please. You are mostly gonna be a gun cruiser. I'm looking at you, Barbets. I'm looking at you. With a dual 6-inch battery on the front. How far can you go in there? That's it. That's it. Okay. I think our bat here would look cool. With 2 guns like that. Secondary guns. Dual 3-inchers this time. That is 3 dual 3-inch guns. That is a lot. That is a lot of firepower. With 2 powder, TNT, barbette 2, rangefinder, hydro. Get a bit of room remaining. Make sure my turrets fire a tiny whiny bit faster. With increased AP shells again. Might as well get a citadel in, because why not? Oh, I forgot that. Really? No need to make it big. It is there, and it is mostly... It's mostly about these buffs right now. Okay, so this will be my second heavy light cruiser, the Hydra. So I have 1 light cruiser, mostly with a lot of torpedoes. Well, it's only 6, not that many. I will upgrade this design as well. You know what? Let's do that immediately. Let's refit this ship. And we are gonna install pretty much the same guns as on the other ship. At least I want to. Get rid of you. If I get rid of you both. Is that doable? 10 tons. 10 tons, folks. 3 tons. There we go. Forward firepower with the guns. Aft firepower, yeah. Yeah, I can live with that. Safe design. Making it a bit, you know, miniature Nelson-esque. Go in, guns blazing, turn around, fire torpedoes, run like hell. We're building... Animoy. Okay. Yeah, those 4 cruisers will be built. However, after that, this design will be retired, will be upgraded to this, and then we're going to produce these cruisers instead. Excellent, excellent. In the meanwhile, we see Japan taking over Iceland from Brazil. Oh, brilliant. Gibraltar is... Oh, one ship is repairing there. Okay, yeah. And let's hit the end turn. A Portuguese cruiser is upon us. We have the Hermes and the Hades to deal with her. Let's go in, let's go in, let's go in, let's go in, let's go in. Yeah, something around that. That'll do. So, Portuguese cruiser. Yeah, this was a very quick battle. 10.7 inch guns, nasty. Mark IIIs as well. And she's doing her best. She really is. However, the terrible damage she sustained means she is doomed, which is good, because that heavy cruiser was protecting something. That's right, folks. I'm on the offensive. A couple of turns have passed since last you joined me, and we are now trying to take the Cape Verdean Islands. Should work. And we're trying to take Crimea from the Russians at the same time. And while that is happening, I have a couple of battle cruisers running back to protect myself against the Dutch that are blockading me and ruining my economy. Even worse than before. My economy is bad, folks, but it's getting worse and worse all the time. At some point, I fear I may have to actually... Okay. Doing damage, doing damage, doing damage. Cape Verde has been taken. To that I say, hurrah! However, I'm also seeing some problems. A Chilean battle group just raided my place, although it seems they're just passing. Unlucky then, I suppose. And I can move my battle cruisers here, but the risk is that I'll get attacked a lot in this area. But I have to try it, right? Portuguese Guinea, launch the attack. 2 battle cruisers should be more than enough. Sadly, my raiding force here did not succeed in hitting anything. Ooh, look at that! The Germans are attacking the Netherlands. Let's aid them in the attack. If nothing else, by raiding Amsterdam. Aphrodite, go. Ah, stupid. Should have done that the other way around. One day, Greece, I'll be back. I'll be back. The naval invasion here is going according to plan as well. And yes, I'm using a fleet here, a ship currently. Hopefully, it will block enemy ships from moving in the Mediterranean. I tried to block it off. If I can block that off completely, you know, then I can actually, you know, start a war with Great Britain and take all of this without them being able to do much against it. That would be hilarious. Oh, come on. Oh, we blockade them this time. Hey. No. Yeah, sure. Ah, they're staying here? That is annoying. The last strike there. Dealing with a bloody Dutch destroyer. Go away, dodgy person. As Crimea is now ours. I haven't really seen the Dutch fleet in a while. Do you still have them? You're down to 17 ships. That is not a lot, actually. Which is good. Regroup my fleet here. Yeah, you can't enter there, can you? The Mediterranean is blocked off, boy. Okay, we are having a race, ladies and gentlemen. However, I think I should get it first. Assuming this Dutch battlecruiser doesn't do anything weird. Yeah, this feels good. This feels good. These two battle cruisers actually go towards Madeira. We're gonna take it. We're gonna strike out while we can. We have an opportunity here, and I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna take it, folks. Also, very glad that I took Crimea here. That's a lot of people. Well, not really, less than 1 million, but a lot of income. That will be very, very, very useful to me. We are still building 2 ships, and 2 ships are being commissioned right now. That's good, then I can replace this battle cruiser with a light cruiser. That saves a bit on maintenance if I get the battle cruiser back home. Hopefully. Okay, there's the next peace deal. Major victory against the Russians. We didn't get much, except for money. Money is good. And a devastating strike here against the Dutch is also very, very useful. Chile is preparing an invasion there. 4 turns. I got 1 more turn here. That is what? 2 battle cruisers here? Yeah, if I move this will be 4 battle cruisers. That's all I have in the area. Oh, that's the Chilean fleet. 3 battleships. So, gotta prepare for that rather than attack. Do I prepare for that, or do I just say, screw it, and attack the Dutch? Accept the possible loss of the SGSSI Islands? I mean, I think I will. Instead, attack Madeira. It's a lot easier to defend for me, and it's more useful for me. Now, I got a couple of ships in port. Please set roll. Lowest maintenance is defense. Please do so. That saves me a bit of money. Bring the tech budget back a bit, and next turn we can lower the transport budget again. Hopefully that'll help in getting me back into the positives. Okay, here we go. Besides, I'm not really interested in fighting all those battleships, I'll be honest. Oh, hello. A battle cruiser that does not have 16-inch guns. Ladies and gentlemen, we're experiencing miracles here. We really are. And I like it. Tell me, equality, what are you like? That's tier 2 guns. Fast firing, obviously. Maximum bulkhead. Fast. 25 knots. With a nasty main belt as well. Okay. So I got a gun advantage. Well, not sure. I have a diameter advantage. Sure. That's about all the advantage I have here. And of course I have 2 light cruisers with me. They are not great. I know. Their 6-inch guns are pretty bad, actually, in this unupgraded version. But she also has torpedoes. And that's what I'm counting on. Hephaestus may slow down to 21 knots and prepare broadside fire. Light cruisers may actually smoke up here. How? Your first hit. Well done, AI, well done. Tighten up formation, prepare for torpedo attack. Range 7 kilometers. Aggressive torpedoes authorized. Torpedoes away, but at a terrible cost. You may retreat immediately. Battlecruiser, come about. A good torpedo hit. Two torpedoes hit, actually. But... no. You're not gonna hit those cruisers, mate. Well, no, you are. I expected more from that torpedo attack. Battle cruiser, armor piercing rounds, please. Close in, close in, close in. Not sure what that kind of hit was, but whatever it was, thank you. We're gonna lose to Helios. %40 chance to hit on these 13-inchers, causing 4 damage. Wow. We join up with the battlecruiser for now. My battlecruiser only has a 12-inch belt. Yours has an 11. You're not panning me. I can pan you. Shame about my light cruiser, though. Like I said, that torpedo attack did not go according to plan. Yoink. Oh, come on! Yeah. That's what happens when you're distracted. Having a terrible day here, really. Come on, let's hope I'll be able to get the torpedoes off. Ooh, that's a good hit. That's a good hit. Then again, I'd rather lose my light cruisers than my battle cruiser. We have 6 torpedoes. Nope. She sinks. Well, So much for that. Her secondaries have been destroyed. Okay, hold on. You have a 0.5 penetration. And you penetrated doing 6k damage. Piss off, game. 0.5. And what's worse, she can fire earlier than I can, I think. No? Oh, well done, well done. Right, that will teach me to underestimate the Dutch battlecruiser, I suppose. Destroy the main gun. Nice. Destroy the second main gun. That was a good hit. Slow down, 19 knots. There we go. That was a good hit. And there we go. Enemy battlecruiser destroyed. Terrible battle. Terrible battle. The first torpedo attack failed, and then I wasted the second cruiser. I'm willing to go for a peace deal, though, with the Dutch. But with that naval invasion going on, that'll not happen, for sure. Now, this battlecruiser... Is it... No. Hephaestus, go back to a safe place. Let's move you to Gibraltar. To repair and refuel. We're losing 18 million a month currently. That's not bad. Might as well upgrade both of them. Make sure they're actually useful in the next engagement. We did manage to take Portuguese Guinea. So I'm gonna move these two ships back north to assist in the naval invasion here. After that, we're gonna take Ponta Delgada. That is what? The Azores, of course. This is still looking fine-ish. Although, I might as well try to defend it now, right? Let's do so. And peace deal with Portugal. I think I'll take Portuguese Congo. And some money. Unlucky. Ah, I thought the fleet was already there. It wasn't. I mean, yeah, Congo Free State. No, that's not Portuguese Congo, right? There. It's just that very tiny, tiny bit. I know it was there, but very tiny bit. In fact, look at that. We're almost completely at peace again. I mean, let's not jinx it. USA. I need to improve relations with you, because you are too strong for my liking. And the Ottoman Empire is getting crushed. Look at that. The Brits have pretty much taken over everything. Honestly, this is one of the messiest games I've ever had. We are at the SGI Islands, currently defending it against a Chilean battle group. While that is happening, the Dutch have launched a counterattack, while I'm attacking the Dutch. I could do with, let's say, 30 more ships, honestly. Let's try explosive rounds. We are not in torpedo range. Slowing down. I have the feeling this destroyer has a bad day. Targeting the second destroyer now. Destroy the main gun. Very nice, very nice. Hades and Hermes. Good combo, really. Let's do a sharp turn. Speeding it up for a second. After all, it's just a... oh, essentially this is just cleanup duty, right? You still alive after that? Thank you. Keep blasting the destroyer. It's the main threat as far as I'm concerned. Ooh, almost one of the first shots on that light cruiser immediately knocked out half of its torpedoes. Still has a lot though. Oh, all our 4 torpedoes gone. Used up all my high explosive rounds, but she surrendered due to high casualties. Okay. That is 6,000 victory points. And the light attack wave destroyed. Bit worried about those battleships coming in, so let's dock these ships. So yeah, 2 Dutch battleships have arrived here to ruin my day. A Dutch battlecruiser is over here. I got 4 battlecruisers here. What I could do... No. Thinking about leaving the invasion zone and attacking the battleships. It's a bit risky, though, to do that. That is mine. D? Oh my god. They're gonna take Tarawa from me. Ha ha ha! Well done, Chile. I have 2 light cruisers available as reinforcements. I was going to say I could send them to Guantanamo Bay, but I lost it to Brazil. Didn't even realize until now. Some of the light cruisers there. Two light cruisers are being commissioned. The Hydra and the Hydra's second head. I know, it's terrible. Just wait until you see Hat 3 and 4 come out. Nope, that was the wrong button. Well, now that we're here anyway, is there anything interesting? Battlecruiser 3 and 4. I might as well get the design up and running, right? It's unlikely we'll ever build them, but I might as well keep up with the designing. Oof. At least I can get a funnel on there. Yeah, not bad looking. Not bad looking. What kind of main guns do we have? Okay, we know there are a lot of enemies with 16-inch guns. I'm using mostly 11, 12, 13. So I'm thinking about making a jump to the 15s. Maybe just go for the 16s as well. I mean, I'm not a fan, especially not of them tier 2. But we could get something interesting going here, I think. Let's make sure it's armored up. No secondaries, though. Stereoscopic rangefinder, for sure. 2 powder TNT. What does that do for my explosive chance? 16%. 7%, that is better. 6% is even better. However, we need to save up 2,000 tons right now. That is a lot. Drop down to 11. Drop the armor there a bit. Okay, look at that. Now, we could do this. Honestly, it's a lot of 16-inch firepower, and if I hit hard. However, let's save a bit of weight by going dual barrels over here. It gives me a couple of tonnage to get some secondaries in. Casemates, maybe? You can't get 6-inchers in there? That is a shame. Only 7-inchers. Not a fan of that. Three, and 3. Yeah, I'm totally gonna remove those 7-inchers. Adding the 2-inch guns there. Surprised I couldn't add them there. 5-incher doesn't work there. Okay, if I remove these 5-inchers, can I replace them with a 4-inch gun battery? Yes, I can. Can't replace you. So you remain 3-inch. Okay. There. A bit... Firepower is still good, I think. But at least we have some protection against smaller ships now. Flash fire chance, 6%. Okay. The Athena class battle cruiser. Good. New design. We have a couple of compact light cruisers out. That is fine. What kind of armored cruiser hull do we have? Again, 26 knots is the minimum for all my ships. I think you'll have a engine efficiency issue though. But we can boost that up. Oof. These towers. I'm already not a fan of this cruiser. But we'll see, we'll see. Don't judge too hastily. Let's turn it into a serious gun platform. I'm looking at you, 9 or 10 inchers. Maybe 8 inch? No, 9 inch. Although curious, if I go 8, I could, rather than a 9 inch, go with the centerline 8-inch guns as well. I mean, in terms of firepower, not happy, not happy. No. For one thing, I'm going to replace you with the duals rather than the triples. 1 in the bow, 2 in the stern. Underwater torpedoes. 23-inch, please. TNT 2 powder. With increased shells, anti-flood, anti-torp 2, barbette 2, crop 2, engine 2, shaft 2, electric 2, armor. Can we get? We can get 10 inch. It's gonna be terrible for the weight. Drop to 8 for 3.5. Okay. These guns can shoot 11 kilometers. That's not a lot, actually. AP range 12 kilometers. That feels better. We don't have enough room for a proper side battery, though. Could add a couple of 3-inchers. Ship is overweight, though. I rather do keep my secondary battery. Even though the enemy destroyers will be less and less in this range. I can drop the bulkheads. I mean, sure, why not? I never drop the bulkheads. Can we balance you out? No. But, okay, heavy cruiser. What's your build time? 10 months? 12? 12 months. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, we have 2 new ships for the fleet. At some point, I want to get them to actually be built, but for now, we're losing too much money, so I'm not going to. Yeah, and I'm gonna end the episode here. I hope I'll be able to hold off the Chilean attack here. If not a big loss. And hopefully we can take the Azores and counter the Dutch battleships here before too long. Until then, ladies and gentlemen, I wish you all a very fond farewell and take care.